Happy birthday week, Scorpio-Sagittarius cuspers. Welcome in to your angel and ancestor message here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle. For anybody new here, welcome in. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here. Special shout out to all my channel members tuning into this message early and ad-free. I love you all so very much, and I thank you for all your love and support. It truly means a lot, and it goes a long way. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, you can join at the link in the description box below, or you can hit that join button next to subscribe if you see it. And I thank you for that, all right? Especially all the hypes, y'all. I really do appreciate it, and welcome back, my returning viewers. If this is your birthday week, November 18th through the 24th, drop your birthday down below so I could wish you happy birthday personally. I hope you guys do enjoy your week and your next trip around the sun. All right. Fair warning and disclaimer here. 'Tis the end, almost end of fall. Okay, you might hear some leaf blowers in the background. My neighbors have been tag teaming it for the past couple days, all right? So I apologize for that in advance if it does happen, because there's a high chance it will. But Scorp Sag, we got to talk about this energy I was pulling for you. The shift is here. That's what I was hearing. The shift is here. Whatever that shift is, whatever you've been working towards, working on with your own spirit team, the shift is here. And I'm excited about it. The way it was coming through, it felt like, again, long time coming. We've been talking about this for a minute, Scorp Sag. It's here. It's happening. All right. Do your very best to stay as present in the moment as possible. Okay. There's a lot of beautiful things coming in. It does feel like a chariot season or a chariot year for you. Okay. Keep in mind this message can resonate whenever you do find it. But that's what I was getting. It also feels like this is also a creative surge, like an Ace of Wands kind of an energy you might be stepping into, or you might be receiving an Ace of Wands. All right, now keep in mind you do have a new moon in Scorpio during your birthday week, which is going to be a very intense one for the collective. As I've been channeling it, it's going to feel somewhat like a cold plunge. Okay. That kind of refreshing energy, but also maybe even for some a shock to the nervous system. So please do your grounding and centering practices. No matter however this new moon hits, it's going to hit though. It's not going to be unfelt by anyone who is open to that. If you are interested in moon energy readings, we do that on the membership for the bouquet tier, okay, on the channel. But that's kind of what I was getting. There's a lot of good happening here, Scorp Sag, okay? Get ready to receive it. But let's see what angels and ancestral energies are here for you this week and for the next year. For Scorp Sag here, Divine, you got your Magic Guardian. Okay. Unlocking the magic within. You've got Earth Mother. Who else is here for Scorp Sag? The Wise One. Some of y'all have turned all the lessons that you've gone through. Yeah. You've exchanged it into abundance. You've turned it into wisdom. Okay. Learning how to grow in your current situation is probably going to be very key for a lot of y'all. Okay, you've got Witch, be the light. If you find yourself in darkness, more than likely you are there to be the light. Discovering the light within. That could be a big theme for what these past, I almost want to say past few years have been like for you. Learning how to be the light. Okay, you got Animal Guardian. Trust your instincts. Okay, your instincts are on point right now, Scorp Sag. Animals could also be significant to you. Could be very connected to the spirit animal world. We do a bonus birthday message with all spirit animal decks for members only. Both tiers have access to it, okay? If you're interested. And you've got Mountain, stand your ground, okay? Now let me do a frame check because I feel like I might. Oh, we got one. I'm doing good, y'all. I'm getting better at this whole alignment with the camera thing. Yeah, Earth Guardian. Okay, so Earth energy could be significant. You could have a lot of Earth in your chart. Stay rooted and grounded. Like I said, something about this new moon, with all this scorpionic energy, Venus in Scorpio, Mars in Sag, Jupiter now going retrograde, Neptune about to go retrograde. It's a lot, okay? Like I said, it could feel like a shock to the nervous system, like a cold plunge. Pluto itself is ice, all right? Regardless, it's like refreshing, okay? I think it's going to seal off what needs to be sealed, okay? And it's going to renew what needs to be renewed. All you have to do, Scorp Sag, in this energy is stand your ground and trust your instincts. I feel like these two right here, very, very important, okay? With the feel loved and comforted, that I feel like is a byproduct of you trusting your instincts and standing your ground, okay? Continue to do whatever transmuting you've maybe been doing when it comes to your energy with this exchange to create abundance and be the light. Because overall, what this next year is going to be for you is truly unlocking the magic within. Not really just knowing it's there, actually, some of y'all might actually be able to visibly see it. Maybe you guys are energy seers. Take that as that resonates, okay? But I feel like it's more or less seeing the tangible reflection of that inner magic is what's happening in this year. Okay? Confirmation by my pupper, if you could hear him. Okay. Something about grow within your current situation, Scorp Sag, might be the test of patience, might be the test that you're up against. Standing your ground long enough, staying rooted and grounded long enough to see results. I feel like that's exactly where Scorp and Sag kind of meet in the middle. Scorp being very, very still. Sag being extremely active, very fast-paced. How do you find that in between? When that Sag part of you wants to kind of move on to the next thing, okay, whatever, just kind of gingerly go through things, but then that Scorp part of you wants to dig deeper. Learning how to and maybe when either energy is necessary could be a really big key for you this coming year. You are the light here. You are being the light in whatever current situation you're in, which is maybe why the divine is saying grow within it. Grow your light in the situation that you're in. Again, it's like something maybe wants, it could be habit, take it as it resonates, okay? But something could feel like, okay, I'm done, I'm ready to move on, I'm ready to go, like, I'm ready to pick up, like, let's move into this next moment, this next chapter. I'm ready to go explore something new and do something different. Yet, I feel like at a deeper soul level here, Scorp Sag Collective, you know you need to be still. You know that something in your current situation isn't fully completed yet, and that has to happen, okay? So if the intention or the desire is to move on, to do something new, expand, okay, but you're not necessarily getting any of that green light energy to do so from the universe, it's because you're meant to grow your light where you are. There's still some growth that has to happen. Okay, so continue to trust your instincts and stand your ground and stay rooted and grounded. Okay, continue to cultivate love and comfort wherever you are. And that's what's going to help you grow and continue to be the light. Okay, because thank you, Divine, wherever you are exchanging energy, whether you know it or not. Your energy is relevant to the environment that you're in wherever you are. You're there for a reason and a purpose. And that might not make sense fully right now, but I think it will soon. Yeah, I can't make it up. 9 of Pentacles just slid out the deck. The all-knowing God, submission to higher order. Thank you, divine. Submission to higher order identifies traitors and destroys their plans. That's probably why your light is needed. You might be the light. Ooh, voice crack, throat chakra. Okay, get into that, Scorpio. Don't be cracking my voice out here. But you might be in a certain situation and in a certain environment because you're the light in the dark. You're illuminating maybe the traitors that might be around or that might be going on, or something that could be happening in the shadow that needs to be illuminated in order to destroy their plans. So first, this could be oddly specific, maybe for one of y'all or maybe a few of y'all, okay? But wherever you are, your light is shining a light on these plans and destroying them. These plans can't be executed because you're there. And you got 3 guardians here. So your energy is guarding something, or you might even be acting as a guardian. Again, take it as it resonates. Yeah, endings and rebirth influences health and longevity. That could be the influence that you have with death, which is your scorpionic energy. Yeah, and you even got mirror guardian at the bottom here, and air guardian. Okay, and this could be a part of your lineage, star, ancestry with water guardian. Look at all the guardian energy you have right now. Again, some of y'all are acting as this guardian. Others of y'all are being guarded. Take it as it resonates. But tell me more about this magic guardian. What's unlocking for Scorp Sag? Ooh, Wheel of Fortune, period. And the Hangman. I know that's right, with the tower at the bottom. Okay. Wheel of Fortune and the Hangman. God has healed with the Wheel of Fortune. Archangel Raphael heals all disorders, protects travelers and medical workers. You could be a traveler, or you might work in the medical field, or something. Thank you, divine. Something about your light is medicine. Something about your energy is medicine to an environment, which is why you probably aren't getting the green light to go anywhere else or to do the next thing or step into that next chapter just yet. Because you're healing something, whether this is healing something within you, or again, being the healing light for others connected to you in this environment, wherever you are. And with the Hangman, it's like maybe the more you allow yourself to see it from that perspective, the more your situation makes sense. Some of y'all might be in a dynamic where you're like, I don't really understand why I'm here, right? Like, why can't I move on? Why is the energy and the momentum not shifting me on to the next thing? It's because you're healing something, okay? Desire for knowledge protects from liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. This is what I'm saying. Your light is guarding yourself, or maybe even others, from evil, liars, deceivers, spells, bad spirits. Okay. And this is, I think, a part of your star ancestry. It's a part of your lineage here. Page of Swords, exactly. You're a refuge for more than one soul here in whatever this environment is. You might even be getting dreams about this kind of light being protected, or you... I'm kind of seeing like your aura or your energy expanding out. Kind of like, and not to bring this movie in, child, but I'm seeing the scene. But if you've seen Twilight, I know. Trust me, I know. If you've seen the Twilight Saga in the series, I think it's Bella's gift when she becomes a vampire or whatever. Like, she can kind of extend her energy in a force field out so none of the other gifts can penetrate. It's kind of like that in a way. At least that's how I'm being shown it. So stay grounded, stand your ground, stay rooted where you are for now, Scorp Sag, for now, until this healing cycle is done. Tell me more about Earth Mother for Scorp Sag and the Hierophant. Exactly. Spiritual law. Divine forgiveness obtains friendship and favors of the great secures promises. Exactly. This could be a part of your soul contract with whomever you're connected to in this environment. And it doesn't necessarily even have to be people. It could be with Earth. You could have a contract with Gaia. to seed your light in a particular environment or certain coordinates for the shift of the universe, shift of the world, the shift of Earth, which I've been channeling for a while here, right? Earth moving into fourth dimension energy, all of Earth, not just parts of it. You could be a part of that, Scorp-Sag. I know that's a little up in the ethers, but if you know, you know. But yeah, the Hierophant, the merciful God. Show mercy to yourself too. Some of y'all might be like blaming yourself as the reason why you can't move forward into some sort of new chapter just yet, or why something isn't moving. It's not you, Scorp-Sag. Again, you're contracted to be where you are, and that contract has to play itself out because it's a healing cycle that's happening. Okay, so it's nothing that you're doing. It's you're right where you need to be. Okay, maybe that's the mantra for the year, for the moment, for the week. You're right where you need to be. Okay, the gentle God with the King of Pentacles, obedience, right. So there's a need to be obedient to that contract. Because you're causing harmony and peace where you are, and you're calming anger in anyone. I can't make it up. It's something about your energy that's neutralizing something. So if you weren't in this particular situation or environment, all that shadow, all that evil, all that bad spirit, all those spells would be at play. But because you're there, it can't happen. So you're guarding more than yourself. You're guarding more than yourself. That's what you need to know. What does the wise one want to say? Yeah, the Four of Cups. God deflecting evil. I can't make it up. Healing capacity, protection from weapons, safety in travel. Exactly. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. So because you're somewhere, no weapon can form in the vicinity. I think this is a part of your energy that you might start understanding a little bit more, Scorp-Sag. You are a major change agent being on this cusp, the cusp of revolution, okay? Change is inevitable when you're in the spot, when you're around, okay? But again, something about your energy and the light that you give, or the light that you bring, the light that you're standing in, is neutralizing all this shadow and giving room and space, or creating space for, again, healing to happen. Amid the spells, amid the bad spirits, amid the liars, amid the deception. King of Cups, okay? So you got two kings out here. Because I can't make it up. Because God sees everything. God seeing everything, the King of Cups. Restitution, finds stolen objects, discovers the person responsible. Like I said, your light is pinpointing the enemy. People who couldn't see in the dark can now see because you're there. Whereas if you weren't there, they might still be blind to who the real enemy is, who the traitors are, who are the liars, who are the deceivers, who's the bad spirits, who's sending the spells. Something about us, I'm trying to tell somebody something about your energy does this without you trying. Okay. Yep. All right. And because God sees everything and God knows your energy, God sent you where you are, or is keeping you where you are for now. Emphasis on the for now, Scorp-Sag. It's not going to be forever, but for now. Because this Wheel of Fortune has to turn. And you're a part of what's helping that Wheel of Fortune turn. You're a part of what's healing the environment. So exchange energy to create abundance. Exactly. Your exchange of your light to illuminate the shadow is what's creating abundance for you, whether you see that or not. So tell me more about this trader. Three of Wands, the God of hope, okay? Construction of the universe, helps with great works, protection from adversaries. I can't make it up. And the Page of Swords, right, refuge again, governs dreams, reveals mysteries hidden from mortals. So you being there, again, you reveal things, you're illuminating things. Again, your light might be very, very bright right now. very, very bright right now, Scorp-Sag. So don't be surprised if you're attracting in a lot of things, a lot of different people, a lot of different energies. Make sure you're doing your own cleansing practices, okay? Shameless plug. If you want my personal aura cleansing spray, that's available on my website and on my merch store to purchase, okay? Shout out to everybody who's already bought some. I have a few left. I had to take from my own stash, child, because my second batch is not ready yet. But keep cleansing your energy. Keep doing whatever it is. Like I said, I was feeling some sort of transmuting work that you've been doing, or maybe you're even doing it subconsciously. If you're like, I'm not really doing nothing, that's fine. Just keep doing whatever it is. Keep standing your ground, though. It's something about your presence, Scorp-Sag. Your presence in a situation is the source of healing. Okay? And didn't I even say Earth Guardian and Earth Mother? Yeah, some of y'all have a contract with Gaia, Mother Earth herself, to do this healing wherever you are. Okay? So what's the witch be the light? The Knight of Swords, the all-prevailing God. Exactly. Your light prevails over that shadow. Intellectual richness protects fertility of women, makes children respectful towards their parents. Period. Okay, I don't know if you're around family. Again, why is my throat cracking? Throat chakra here, Scorp-Sag. Get into it, okay? Tighten it up a little bit. Tighten it up a little bit. Or maybe you need to heal it. Take it as it resonates, okay? But maybe you're around family and it's like, got some wayward siblings or something. I don't know, okay? And maybe it's not even like a parent-child type of a thing. It could just be respect, period. Ooh. Yes, Scorp-Sag. It's respect, period. You in the spot, respect has to be there. Because I know disrespect is not tolerated very well. So something about that. It's like maybe without you in this situation or in this environment, disrespect was just going left and right, going unseen, going untapped into, but affecting somebody or multiple somebodies. But now that you're there, that disrespect can't fly like that. So now we got to tighten up. You're tightening up a situation. I'm trying to tell you, it's something about it that shadowy energy can't penetrate you. Again, therefore, you're leaving room and space for people to kind of have refuge from the attacks. Something's under attack here. Or has been under attack. Yeah, strength here. You got loyalty, delivery from those who seek to oppress. Somebody was being oppressed brings victory. So your energy might be freeing someone who was being oppressed by another, or just the spirit of oppression in general in a particular area. You could be freeing everyone in that area from it. It could be bigger than that, okay? Bigger than just your immediate nucleus. It could be for people you don't even know. But that's a part of being the light. What's that flipped over? I can't make it up. Devil energy, exactly. This is what your light is shielding against. Like I said, disrespect could probably fly, or it was a lot of attacks happening here. So the divine sent you in so that this little energy right here could tighten up. Exactly. Okay, with the Ace of Cups at the bottom. And the Emperor. You're absolutely in your masculine energy, regardless of your gender. With Hierophant out here, maybe you've already mastered your High Priestess, your feminine flow with the spirit realm. Now it's time to be the light, period. The Hierophant. Be the example of it. Living that part of it out. So your inner masculine and feminine energy could be balancing out this year, or fully integrating this year. But this can't stand a chance against your light, and it knows that. That's why you're there. And that's why you're probably not shifting as fast as you want, because, again, that healing has to happen. That protection has to happen. Somebody maybe, or multiple somebodies, have to get to a certain level of awareness before you can move forward. Get to a certain awareness to protect themselves against the dark spirits and the evil and the spells and all of that thing. Okay. All right. Tell me more about Knight of Swords. Thank you, the Hermit. Right? Like I said, you might not even be fully aware of all the people that you are guarding right now, or how vast that bubble, like with the Twilight thing, right? How big that is. You might not be fully aware of it, but just trust that you're exactly where you need to be so that everything can be illuminated. And through that illumination, healing happens. And that healing looks like awareness for some, looks like a shift in consciousness for others, looks like protection, people learning how to protect themselves, which comes through awareness. So yeah, I think it all stems back to awareness. There's something about your light that brings awareness in this particular situation that the divine is asking you to grow in. Although it might not be ideal for you, Scorp-Sag, or again, you might be ready to move on, let this play out the way it's meant to. Continue to trust your instincts, okay? Because like I said, I think deep down, instinctually, you know you need to stay put. Although maybe in your own timing or however you like to move, it's like, okay, yeah, by now I would have already been on to something else. I want to move forward. But your instinct is telling you to stay put for a reason. So trust it. Tell me more about these instincts for Scorp-Sag. Yeah, the Two of Swords. Okay, God, Lord of all virtues, I can't make it up. Breaking the circle lifts opposing barriers and brings victory. Barriers, something was bound here. And again, you're bringing freedom. It's kind of like you're so yourself, Scorp-Sag, and so grounded and sturdy in who you are at this point, that the people around you, the energy around you can't be inauthentic. Like, it has to be authentic. And in that push towards authenticity, a lot's being revealed of the truth of who people were, or the truth of what's going on. It's like truth has to live wherever you are. That some of y'all got to understand that about your energy. Truth has to live wherever you are. It cannot hide. And it's been hidden for a while. And that's wherever you are at, whatever this situation is, that's exactly why you're there. To break the circle of illusion. And the Sun and the Emperor, I can't make it up. You are in your masculine vibe, honey. You are the Hierophant. Because who gonna do what to the Hierophant? Exactly. Right? It's like there's a level of reverence. There's a level of respect that has to be there. And maybe that's what you're calling forward into that environment. Respect. You can have a difference of opinion. It don't have to be, you don't have to agree on everything. But respect has to be present. Okay, so you're restoring life to a situation, okay, by lifting this opposition up. And I can't make it up. It's a Chariot season, Archangel Michael. Perseverance, success in conflict, overcoming adversity. Trust your instincts. Instinctively, you know that the Chariot's here. Star energy, I can't make it up. God the just. Yeah, justice is here. You might be bringing in justice and balance for a certain situation. Or within that environment, the Emperor wants to come out again, stand your ground. Exactly. Nobody but the High Priestess or the Hierophant can really guide the Emperor. The Emperor don't listen to much. Okay, it's a rebellious spirit. And that's where I think the trust your instincts. Emphasis on the your. Lead. You're leading something. And again, you might not even realize the example. Thank you, Divine. The example that you're setting for others. You might not talk about leadership with other people. You might not be giving that kind of guidance. But because you're being the Emperor in your own life, it's inspiration. It's that fire. It's that Ace of Wands. You are the Ace of Wands. For people who need to be lit up. Be the light. I can't make it up. Ace of Pentacles, period. Divine blessings are coming from this here, Scorp-Sag. Again, drives away evil spirits. Rules agriculture and production. Your light drives away the evil, which gives refuge for people who might have been oppressed by it. So stand your ground like the emperor would, like unto God. Yeah, you have political authority or spiritual authority here. Protects against conspiracies. Ooh. You might be the saving grace for more than one person or in more than one situation here, Scorp-Sag, just by being you. Again, I don't think a lot of y'all are, I mean, maybe you're putting effort behind that, but I think it's just natural with how I'm seeing it and feeling it. Right. The Three of Swords. Love and submission cures illness, influences paternal love. So this could have to do with your paternal line. Maybe that's why all this masculine energy is here. Gives long life. Clarify the Emperor. Withstand your ground. Thank you. The Four of Wands. Like I said, you're in agreement here. God, the Savior. You're the saving grace. I can't make it up. Rectifying. Helps one live in peace with everyone. You are the peace. And that's so crazy. Because when I first started Cusp of Roses 6 years ago, which is insane, that whole be the light, be the peace. If you used to follow me over on Instagram, early posts, I used to constantly say that because it was constantly coming through me. Be the light, be the peace, be the thing that's needed in the space. Something about that is significant for you here, Scorp-Sag, over the next year. Or it's just about you needing to be aware of yourself in that way. You might not think you're impactful, but trust me, you are. You might not think you're making a difference. You are. And I think this could be the turn of you maybe waiting for the external validation of it for some of y'all and validating it internally, listening to the inner knowing, the instinct that, yeah, you're making a difference. Not necessarily needing to see maybe what God sees. You see what I'm saying? It's like God sees everything. You're seen here, Scorp-Sag. Whether that vision of you or visual of you is acknowledged or not, you're seen by the right people, the right energies. You're seen by who's important. The universe, nature, God, take it as it resonates, okay? That's all that matters. And maybe you're finally at peace with that. Take that as that resonates for somebody. That could be very specific here. Clarify this Earth Guardian energy, staying rooted and grounded. Thank you. The Five of Swords. God, the highest being. Exactly. Who's important? The most important, the Most High, sees you. Okay. Maybe this is a little bit of healing that's happening with masculine energy in your life, regardless of your gender. Maybe that you could have had a lot of masculine energies try to dominate you. Try to present as more powerful than you or the power that governs you. You could struggle with authority in general with the, cusp of revolution, exactly. Yeah, authority doesn't necessarily go over too well because you are the authority. You're so sovereign in your being that the idea of someone governing over you is ridiculous. And people who are still kind of in that 3D matrix kind of a vibe don't get that. So they attempt it and they attempt to overpower you. That's the oppression. That's the oppression. So you're showing up as the emperor, regardless again of your gender, to correct the masculine energy either around you or connected to you, or the masculine energy is trying to come around you. It's like, here's what emperor looks like. And some people can't take that. Some people feel ways, and that's fine. It is what it is. But you're going to be who you're going to be regardless. It's that sovereign. You're sovereign right now, Scorp-Sag. And that can be a hard pill to swallow for people who are ruled by things outside of themselves, or ruled by other energies and entities, or possessed by certain things. People who are not in control of themselves don't necessarily have peace around people who are. Okay? So let that be a testament to your energy, the light that you are, as opposed to maybe looking at it like, well, is there something wrong with me? Like maybe no, there's nothing wrong with you. What you're seeing is what's warped and distorted in others. Okay? So again, continue to trust yourself. God, the highest being, the desire to know. Exactly. You're acquiring wisdom through this transmutation, through this exchange of light energy in this current situation you're being asked to grow in. You're acquiring the wisdom that you need in order to maintain that Emperor and Hierophant energy. Hierophant came out first. All right? High Priestess and the Hierophant is the highest vibration in the principles of masculinity and femininity. So you're anchoring in that high vibration through your masculine principle and showing up now as the Emperor, standing your ground, not being easily moved. You don't tell me what to do, right? Like I'm the authority in my life. You don't have authority over me. And I think I'm going to be real with you here, Scorpio. I think there were quite a few people who thought they could rule you like that or run you like that. And confirmation by my pepper. And that wasn't successful, I don't feel, with the Four of Wands here. Yeah, rectification, no. So really what you're revealing are the parts of people that they're not at peace with because you're so at peace. I hope that makes sense. Clarify this Five of Swords with the Earth Guardian. And the World, I can't make it up. And the Lovers, period. Your masculine and feminine energies unifying. This is union. The World. Okay? God, the source of wisdom, doubling down on you gaining that wisdom. The fountain of wisdom is the World. Give success in all ventures. Scorp, Sag, like I said, you're in the Chariot. You're in your destined timeline. You're in your sovereign energy. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Lean into that understanding as opposed to doubting it. Okay? Because what you're doing is allowing us, again, a cycle to complete itself. You're shifting the wheel of fortune towards the World. You're bringing in victory and protection, not only for yourself, but for those connected towards you, okay? And again, for maybe even for people that you're not even aware of. There's nothing to fear here about this energy, Scorp Sag. All you got to do is just stand in it and keep, again, trusting your instincts. They're on point. I feel like you know exactly, maybe for some of y'all, you know exactly what I'm talking about in your own world. The evils and the spells and the bad spirits that you've been casting out, you know exactly what's been going on. Trust that. Trust that awareness. Okay? All right, Divine Universe, what synchronicities are you pulling in here for Scorp Sag for their birthday week and year? What did I say? Authenticity, the lies, the fake, can't stand. Your energy forces realness because of the energy you're in, because of who you are. So energies that used to be slick and illusionary and they could get away with that, they can't get away with that around you. And that's probably why wherever you're at, that's probably why you're there. So 427 could be significant. The 27th of November could be significant, or whatever month you're watching this in. What synchronicities? Relax. 420. Okay. Maybe some of y'all garden. I ain't mad at it. Okay, do your thing. But maybe you need to get in the garden. We got a lot of earth energy here, okay? Ground yourself. Relax. Again, I think it's that fire in you that's like, okay, I'm ready. I'm trying to push forward. I want to leave this environment. I want to move on to the next situation. I'm done. The energy isn't done with you. The contract isn't necessarily finished just yet, but it will be. It's not forever. Wherever you're at, it's not forever. It's for the moment, and you need to be in the moment. Relax. You'll get to that next thing. You'll get, because you got the World here. You'll get in that full energy. But it's more important for you to fulfill this contract, again, that I think you have with Gaia here, Mother Earth, to do this healing at this moment, in this time, in this environment. And that's just maybe where your focus needs to be. Okay, so 44 could also be significant. Yep. And you got bravery and abundance and achievement. Exactly. You're supposed to achieve something when it comes to this healing, when it comes to breaking these barriers or bringing this victory, removing this oppression, whatever it looks like, whatever it feels like for you. You're brave enough to achieve it. That's why it was assigned to you. And it's heavy lifting. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. It's a heavy lift, but you got it. You got it here, okay? What other synchronicities do you have here for Scorp Sag? Divine Universe, thank you. Perseverance. Like I said, you got this. If anybody's going to persevere, it would be the will of a Scorpio and the energy of a Sag. Okay? And again, it's something specific about your energy, your combination of energy, all that's in your chart here, Scorp Sag, that you were given this task and this assignment. This feels like an assignment from the divine, from a star ancestor. Or you are the star ancestor. Take that as that resonates. On assignment to be the light. Okay? So continue to persevere through this. Oh, period. Right. And inevitably, it'll change. Okay? With the butterfly there, inevitably, it'll change. Because that's what I think. You're kind of calling 911 out. You're alerting. Again, illuminating what couldn't be seen. And now that that's being seen and it's being understood and the awareness is starting to grow for whoever this is relevant for, whoever's connected to you or the multiples that are connected to you, it's inevitable that they'll shift and change towards their right direction. You are the wheel of fortune for this energy or for these people or for this environment or for this dynamic. You're the, like, did I not say it's a shift? The shift is here. The shift is happening. It was inevitable from the moment you stepped into the spot, from the moment you stood your ground. Okay. What other synchronicities do you have here for Scorp Sag? Thank you. Triumph. Like I said, 4s could be significant. 4, 4, 4, 4. You will succeed. Here's what I'm feeling. Some of y'all, you've already conquered this shadow. It's just the remnants. It's just kind of like the after effect, the aftermath that you got to sit through. It's already been done. It's already been a victory. You've already succeeded. Now the dust just has to settle for you to move on. You did what you were supposed to do, Scorp Sag. Congratulations. You completed something for some of y'all. And I think through that completion, you united yourself in love. Again, your own masculine and feminine energy are now working together, where they might have been beefing for a little bit. Okay, or that could reflect the relationships you're affecting. Take it as it resonates, okay? Yeah. Forgive. Okay. And maybe the biggest thing that needed to happen, because this could all be happening within your own inner world here, Scorp Sag. Maybe you were the one that needed to forgive something. And I'm kind of being pulled back to that masculine energy. Maybe there were a lot of masculine energies that you had to forgive, or again, because they were trying to dominate you. It's like, that hurt. Why would you try to do that? You know what I mean? Like, I think there's a part of you that had to rebuild trust in the masculine principle, regardless of your gender. Okay? And that probably started within you, by you becoming what you needed to see. I can't make it up. What you needed to see, what you maybe didn't get. You had to become it in order to mend that, in order to be in the lover's energy, in order to find the love again. You had to forgive. Okay, so this could be deeply rooted. Okay? As in generational, your bloodline, your lineage might not trust masculine energy for a long time. Like, it could just be what was in the makeup, okay? What was in the DNA for you, but you've conquered it. You did it. Congratulations, Scorp Sag. This is beautiful. What other syncs do you have? Mindfulness. Yeah. Okay. Be mindful to stay in that energy of surrender and acceptance, which is just forgiveness. And be mindful of, again, when you need to stand your ground. That's also now that lover's balance. When you need to receive and be open in exchange. When you need to stand your ground, guard, and protect. Stay mindful around that flow of energy this year. And you'll see a lot of success. And that ain't nothing but the truth. I can't make it up. Ain't nothing but the truth. And what will that success be? Infinite. Let's go. I love this for you, Scorp Sag. I really do hope that this reading serves you well, not only just for your birthday week, but for the next year or so. Feel free to come back to this message whenever you need to, okay? Let me know your thoughts, what connected with you, what resonated with you, or just say hello in the comments down below. And again, make sure you check out the memberships if you want to tune into that moon reading, which is going to be happening during your birthday week, okay? You can join at the link below in the description box or hit that join button next to subscribe if you see it. I thank you guys so much for tuning in, and if you made it this far, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so I can pick up on your energy for future reads, and I'll catch you all in our next one. Namaste.